man you just heard at the beginning of this podcast is a famous radio announcer and talk show host in the Midwest. I was listening to him one day, and just some of the things he said and his evil laughter led me to believe that possibly he could be part of the Illuminati or some other cabal that is set to take over the world. I eventually called my friend Norway, who we're not going to use his real name.
I don't want my real name mentioned, no.
Okay, so we're not going to use his real name.
Got the FBI there after me, and the CIA most possibly. All kinds of special services, just the slightest mention on my name, they blew up a gas station last week. Some guy in there, he ordered some product, I think it was a hot dog or something. Someone thought they heard my name mentioned, and they flew a chopper in there, black helicopter, boom. And we don't want anything like that happening here in Kenny.
No, we don't. Kenny is short for Kentucky, which is where we are right now. And what I would like to share with everyone are the special recordings that I and Norway have made. It's a little scary. First, what we're going to do, I think we're going to set you up with the full recording that we reversed, which is I guess it's just him singing a song, correct?
Well, what I think it is I think we're dealing with an extraterrestrial entity here, and he's trying to fit in, to blend in with, the culture here on Earth. So I think this is what we're hearing, an attempt to, just be one of the regular guys. I don't know.
It seems like it.
But clearly there's stuff going on underneath the surface that's not right.
So this is so I'm not remembering properly, but I believe that this is the man's name is Ray Eldridge, first of all, and we'll get into that later. Ray Eldridge's Happy Hour is a show that is broadcast every week locally.
And also the thing with this show, it defies the laws of physics. It's only a half-hour show, but apparently it feels like an entire hour. Where did the other half hour come from? That's time loss right there. Is clearly something with UFOs going on.
That's Missing Time by Bud Hopkins. Anyone out there that wants to read a good book about alien abduction, Missing Time, look it up. And after this podcast is over, you may feel like you have missed a lot of time.
Well, don't blame us. Blame
it on Ray Eldridge.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry that I have to reveal this, but sometimes in life you're called to do something and you have to expose it. So what we're going to do is right now we're going to play a clip. It's a 4-minute clip. I want you to stick with it throughout the duration. It is a clip of Ray Eldridge and a man named Hector singing a cover of Julio Iglesias and Willie Nelson's all-time favorite, To All the Girls I've Loved Before. Now I want you to stick with this. Then we will show you how we reversed it and the messages that we got that were contained therein. So just stick with this. We're going to play it right now. Anything more you'd like to say, Norway, professional backwards researcher?
I can say it for later. I think it's best you hear this with an open mind and open ears, and we don't want to, lead you down our path or anything. We want you to think for yourselves and just make your own conclusions, and we just present the evidence and then take it from there.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Hey, Rayman, how you doing, amigo?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, Hector?
Oh, good, man. Hey, I see you're practicing your singing.
Yeah, I'm working on the singing, Hector.
Yeah, man, how's that vibrato's coming, man?
Oh, it's coming along great, Hector. Do, re, mi. I like this song. It's about me.
Yeah, man, hey, you know something, man? I think it's time you start working on some new material, man.
Oh, time for new material. Like what?
I don't know, man. Maybe we could sing a duet or something.
Oh, I'd like that. How about a love song, Hector?
A love song? I don't know, man. That's not really my style, man.
Come on, Hector. A love song would be perfect. I am, after all, the love doctor.
Okay, if you say so, man. Oh, hey, I know the perfect song, man.
What's that, Hector?
Yeah, man, it's an old classic.
Aren't all classics old?
Good point, man. Hey, you take Willie, I'll take Julio.
To all the girls that I've loved before,
Hit the vibrato, man.
who traveled in and out my door, I'm glad they came along. I dedicate this song to all the girls that I loved before.
Oh, yeah, man. To all the girls that gave me thrills, who cleaned my house and paid my bills.
I don't think those are the lyrics.
I'm glad they came along. I dedicate this song to all the girls I've loved before. Okay, man, this part we do together. The winds of change are always blowing, and every time I try to stay, the winds of change continue blowing, and they just carry me away. Take it, Rayman.
To all the girls that shared my life, who is now somebody else's wife, maybe.
I don't think that one's in there, man.
I'm glad they came along. I dedicate this song to all the girls that I've loved before.
Oh, yeah, man. To all the girls I cop the field. They sweep my floor and cook my meal.
Are you sure it goes like that, Hector?
They live within my heart, always be a part of all the girls I've loved before. Here we go. The winds of change are always blowing, and every time I try to stay, the winds of change continue blowing, and they just carry me away. Oh, that's good vibrato, man. Yeah, man, this is the trade-off part, man. To all the girls we've before, I pray to God for many more. Take it, Rayman.
We're glad they came along. We dedicate this song to all the girls we've loved before, including Maisie. Did I get that in there, Maisie? To all the girls we've loved before.
Even those who threw me out the door.
We're glad they came along.
Wear a pretty thong. To all the girls we loved. Okay, are you ready for the big finish? Here we go, man. Before. Oh, yeah, man, that's great.
It reminds me of my first wife, Maisie. God love that girl.
Ray, aren't you and Maisie still married, man?
Oh, that's right. We're still married to Maisie.
So basically, we're gonna reverse his speech in a moment, because I have a prominent backwards researcher, reverse speech engineer.
You got that right, yeah. I'm not fooling around, I reverse stuff. I'm the man, I know how to do that.
Yeah, this is the man. If you have...
I shit backwards. I suck him right up of the toilet bowl. That's my shtick.
Well,
I'll puke your hamburger if you pay me.
okay. We're not going to do any of that. Well, let's take this serious now. I know you have the European sense of humor.
Oh yeah, of course.
So that's all that was. Okay,
yeah,
folks.
Sorry. Yeah, guess I was getting a bit out of hand there.
Tonight we'll have as a special guest also Alex Jones to explain some of the more esoteric ideas involved, which we don't really need him, but he showed up, and I can't turn him away.
Is he a party crasher or what?
Yeah, he's a little bit inebriated today, and I know he doesn't like me saying that, but I'm just going to come out and say it because I'm getting a little tired of Alex. So whenever he decides to come back from the bar, we'll have him on. But right now, Alex is at the bar. We need to explore what Ray Eldridge has said in the beginning of this, in the beginning of the song that he just sang. He was running through the scales, and I'll let Norway go.
Yeah. Well, I was just over here and ready to partake in some local, colorful culture, have a good time, and once this stuff came on the air, I was worried right away, because it starts out with first of all, he sings a scale, and that's fine. You can do that. It's safe. It's been tried before. Just go ahead and sing a scale. It won't hurt you. But what he says next, that song is about him. Right there, I felt my turds quivering, and I got worried. Goosebumps kept. That's a Norwegian expression, by the way. It's totally normal in Norway to say that. Got goosebumps, but not the pleasurable ones. I was sweating.
Oh yeah.
I was starting to feel really downright a bit sick. I felt a bit sick when he said that this song is about me. Because basically what he's saying to us is that he's coming from outer space, because the 7 notes of the scale, that's obviously the 7 planets of antiquity. And he's talking about the music of the spheres that Aristotle taught in his harmonic treatise. And I picked up my ears. They were lying around somewhere, and me and our good host, we started really paying attention from then on, because we felt that we were on to something. And sure enough, just a few seconds later, Hector starts talking about he was encouraging Ray to work on some new material, but we knew right then that this wasn't any new material he was talking about. That was actually the New World Order.
Right.
So let's get busy with working out unpleasant schemes for to impose on the free world.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what this song is all about, I think, basically.
So let's just go right into this right now. We're going to
dive in at the deep end of the pool here, so fasten your seatbelts.
Right. Now, I have this time-stamped, but it's time-stamped in reverse, so if you have a program, you can reverse it, and then you can go to the times I specify, and you can see basically you will see that we are telling the truth, but you can hear it for yourself. What we want you to do is hear it for yourself, okay? So
that the more people who are hearing this, you could help us expose this guy, because he's evil.
Right.
So you just listen to it, and maybe you pick up on some weird detail that we missed out on. You just blow your whistle for all it's worth. If you got, I don't know what kind of whistles you got on you, but just
blow them.
Take it out and blow it.
Maybe it's a referee whistle. Maybe it's a dog whistle. Maybe it's a rape whistle. I don't know what you're bringing around with you. Maybe it's
Well,
just a regular kid's whistle.
Well, it's St. Patrick's Day coming up. You can take out your penny whistle. You can use that, or your meat whistle.
Yeah, meat whistle's a good one.
Yeah.
I think Ray Eldridge, as you can see in these reversals, Hector and Ray have a bit of a meat whistle issue together. What I see is a satanic gay conspiracy. Alex Jones also sees more of an Illuminati gay conspiracy. But Norway, professional backwards researcher and eminent reverse speech engineer of the world, sees a different side of it that Alex and I overlooked when we listened to it last night, when Alex was really, really drunk. And we expect him back anytime tonight. But right now, what we're going to do is go through the reversals, step by step, one by one, coming from the end of the song to the beginning. Again, this is in reverse. I have the timestamps in reverse. So what you'll need to do is get you a program. Maybe there's a free program on the web that you could get where you could reverse it yourself, and we will tell you the timestamps. We will also play the original recording that is not reversed, and then we will play you the reverse recording, and we will tell you what it says. And here we go. We're diving into the New World Order teapot. And speaking of teapot, if you hear any in the background, that's because Europe has come to America and we're drinking tea. Otherwise, I wouldn't drink it. Anyway, here we go. Straight into the hornet's nest, shall we say. The first one we have right here at 5 seconds into the backwards recording. We have... First of all, I want to point out that Ray Eldridge laughs the same going forward and backwards.
Can you do that? Can
No.
you do that?
No one can. No one can.
That ain't aliens proof of alienism right there.
It's alienation.
Alienation, yeah.
Right.
Something bad is going on. It's a sign of something.
I'm not xenophobic, but I don't feel like we're...
Oh yeah, I'm with you on that one. And also, we're not against gays or anything.
No.
But I'm against conspiracies, and I'm against deception. These guys are on the surface, they're singing love songs to all the women in their life, but when you flip this thing backwards, then you find what's really going down.
Right.
It's a different scene altogether, and it's unsanitary. That's what I'm worried about here.
Basically, what we're doing is we flipped the script on Ray Eldridge's Happy Hour and Hector's little fun time, and we have we're going to show you that all their heterosexuality that comes through in the beginning, it's not what they're really
it's
saying.
A put-on act.
Yeah, it's bad to for us. If you're gay, come out gay, and that's good.
Yeah, bring it out in the open, and be yourself. Not go wearing a mask. The people who are wearing masks on this planet, those are the ones always causing the trouble. Reptilians.
Yep. Jason Voorhees.
Yep. Those guys.
All those people that wear masks.
It's bad news.
The guy from Mask. All the people that were in Laura Branigan's self-control video that had the masks on. Obviously Illuminati.
Definitely.
So here we go. At 5 seconds in the reverse. Now this is the reverse. I don't want you to go 5 seconds into the regular file and say, well, it's not there. No. 5 seconds into the reverse. We hear them say, "He is, my germ moisture." Now I'm going to play what he says front, and then I'm going to play what he says back. So, here we go. He is, my germ moisture, and we will talk about this after we play the file.
We're still married to Maisie. Yes, yeah, my dear boy, sir.
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 See? You see what we were saying?
Oh yeah.
He says in front, he says, yeah, we're still married to Maisie. That's his wife.
So he's married and he's involved in this shit?
Yeah. Gay satanic ritual.
Horrible. Yeah, you know, what I get from this backward message about the germ moisture, you know, where in a normal, healthy marital intercourse there will be some moisture involved, hopefully, or it will be rather painful. But in what these guys are doing, they use germ moisture. I think there's maybe some kind of laxative, or
It's obviously germs. So,
you have to keep it moist, obviously. If you're
well, yeah, if you're going in the ass, as you'll see later, they're clearly talking about having sex with each other, also having sex with a woman named Margaret and another woman named Edna. So he's talking about his wife, Maisie.
Does she know about this? Maybe.
Right. Do you know about Hector? Do you know about Edna? Do you know about Margaret? Do you also know
we want to know
how blasphemous he is? And we'll get into that later. But the next one on tap is at 8 seconds, 8:17, and we hear frontwards and backwards, and we'll come and we'll just play it for you, and then we'll discuss it. All right, here we go.
Ray, aren't you and Maisie still married, man? I'm dear and most easy emotional. Here, 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 I'm dear and most easy emotional. Here,
Oh my God! You can clearly hear ham beer, and ham beer says it all. Ham beer and most cheesy a maelstrom hairball, which would be like,
well, the maelstrom, that's sinister. You know, who would want to be caught in one of those?
Especially a cheesy hairball one.
Yeah, and what this hairball makes me think of is I saw a documentary on alien life forms. They were eating cats.
Yeah.
And they were vomiting hairballs, so it's definitely something to do with alien life forms.
That was the Shumway alien, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that could be the one.
From Melmac.
Yep.
And they're here. They do eat cats. I don't know if Hector's one of them. You know, Hector
they're on television.
Right. And nobody cares. Everybody's
It's
just
a weird thing, you know. If I had one of those in my neighborhood, and you know, I would don't know what I would do, but
I think I would probably kick it a couple times, but or maybe kick it with the alien life form. But what Hector says before the reversal is absolutely stunning, where he asks if Ray and Maisie are still married, and then you reverse it and you get ham beer and most cheesy a maelstrom hairball. Now, if you can hear that, like us, I know you can, and we've played these. Some of them will play a few times, so you can definitely hear, but it's clear as day. Ham beer and most cheesy a maelstrom hairball, which is one of the most satanic things I've ever heard reversed since Louie Louie was reversed by Billy Graham.
Sick to my stomach. I wish I'd stayed back home. You know, it's relatively safe. We have some mean cows over there, but you know, that's about as vicious as it gets in my neighborhood.
Well, speaking of cows, the next one that we have up on tap, up for bat, is 13:05. We have disregard the train. If you hear it in the background, you may not, but there's a train going by, and that is the same exact train Alex Jones was hit by. So we'll probably see him coming. He's probably riding on the back of it, knowing him. But here we're going to play it front and then reverse. And you will hear in the reverse it says, yeah, cow syrup. Now maybe I'm doing. Yeah, cow syrup. Now maybe I'm doing.
It reminds me of my first wife, Maze. Yeah, cow syrup found me down to it.
Yeah, cow syrup found me down to it. Yeah, cow syrup found me down to it. Yeah, cow syrup found me down to it.
Now you'll see, he says normally, it reminds me of my first wife, May, which was Maisie. But backwards it says, yeah, cow syrup, now maybe I'm doing. And when I heard that, it blew my mind. It was one of the first ones that stood out to me. Like, I really heard it.
Let's just admit it, it's not every day you hear about cow syrup, you know.
No. Syrup normally doesn't come from cows.
Well, I have at least two theories about what this just might refer to.
Okay.
Cow syrup, I think it's, the aliens, they like to abduct cows now and then. And what happens to them? I think they're actually being turned into syrup.
Yeah.
And they use the syrup maybe for lube during their weird rituals. Could be. That this is the germ moisture they're talking about. I don't know.
Yeah,
and
I think you're right.
And also, actually, America, it's still a country of pure, clean living, I think. But while in England, which is even deeper steeped in Illuminati, you can actually go in the shop and buy this stuff. And it's called Bovril. It's a product. It's basically cows that are turned into syrup and shrinked into a tiny bottle that you take home, and I don't know what the British do with it, but they got the idea, I think, from a book from 1886 or thereabouts called Vril, The Power of the Coming Race.
Yeah.
Which is a document that deals with subterranean human Aryan super race of angel-like beings.
Mm-hmm. The tall Nordic aliens.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think that probably this cow syrup has something to do with real
power, yeah.
Yeah. And they use it for everything. You know, they power their UFOs with this stuff, the cow syrup.
They power the Vimanas. The Vimanas are powered with this.
Yeah.
So, what else do you need to say about it?
Use it for lube, power their vehicles.
Yeah. It powers many engines.
All kinds of vehicles. They, hickeys. They power their hickeys properly.
Yeah. Excellent point. That's cow syrup is just amazing to me. I don't know.
It shows what kind of people we're dealing with here, and it reminds him of his first wife. She was probably abducted. She's some kind of
cow syrup.
No, she's what are they called? These
abductees,
Stepford wife, or I don't know.
She's an abductee Stepford wife.
She's could be a Mancunian candidate for all I know.
It seems like Ray may be
he's deep into this shit. He's
speaking of deep into the shit.
Yeah. Let's go to the next one, maybe.
1606 in the reversal, you have, turned him right on. And then they both groan together. So just listen to this. Turned him right on. And then they both,
So
together.
why would they groan together?
Right.
Because they're in tune, they're
in tune with gayness. They're both some kind of satanic ritual where you're not gay in public, but behind the scenes you are a gay Satanist. And this is what we're trying to expose here. And many Baptist churches in the area are trying to expose this gay Satanist agenda. Now again, we don't want to come out as being against homosexuality. That's not the point. we have no religious agenda other than to share with you that these people are Satanic Illuminati members. We are not trying to be anything but the truth here, and this is the problem. This man Eldridge and his friend Hector go around acting like they are the pinnacle of heterosexual life, and in reality, behind the scenes, they are together having sex for Satan. Correct?
Well, I'm not going to force my opinion on anyone. You just listen to the proof and then make up your own minds.
Yeah, I think that's better to do. I'm a little more forceful because I'm from America. Now, here we are. We got, turned him right on. And then they both groan as if with pleasure for each other.
Oh, yeah, man, that's great. Oh, yeah, man, that's great.
Oh my God, that was horrible.
It was painful.
Very much. That groan will stay with me forever.
Yeah.
I don't know how to get that out of my mind, but
to me it was at least quite clear who was on top here, because
exactly. I'm sorry, I'm laughing, but this is absurd. The whole thing is absurd.
And they do this in public, on the air for everyone to hear. That's disgusting.
Oh.
Do you want your kids listening to this stuff?
Right. Well,
that's what I'm asking.
Could we even replicate that if we, on the count of 3, do an oh? Could we replicate what they did? I don't think we
can
could.
try it. 1, 2,
Okay.
3.
Oh. See,
No,
it's not the same.
It doesn't have that same sexual tension as these guys apparently have going on. There's, the sparks are flying here.
Yeah, they are certainly flying somewhere. So turned him right on. You could go to 16 seconds in the reversal and find that, and then they both groan as to say, it feels good, So
to do satanic rituals, it feels good to do. That's basically the message to the kids, I think. And then if you flip it around the right way, he says, "Yeah, man, that's great." They're referring to the same thing, It's
double meaning.
Double meaning, forwards and backwards. It's clear as day to me.
Well, this was from David John Oates' work. He figured out that people would say something forward, and then in backwards they'd say what they really meant.
Yeah.
So forward he was saying, "Yeah, man, that's great," but backwards he's saying what he really meant, which was, turned him right on, and then they both groaned about it. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. We spent...
No, it's impossible. This is science, basically. You go to that guy's webpage you just mentioned. We should probably put that in our...
look up Ray Eldridge Happy Hour. You'll find both a Facebook site and a webpage.
I was thinking about the Australian guy.
Oh, and David John Oates, and you can look up David John Oates' webpage. There's also another. There's Peggy Kane. She is also involved in reverse speech, and she exposed many reptilian aliens. So you can look her up too. But this is not bullshit. This is real stuff. We're coming at you live right now. This man has been in America 1 week, and we have been working on this for the entire week. We have found things that have completely blown our minds, and we're
ready to share it with the world.
Right.
Yeah.
So
it's basically why I came over here for the benefit of mankind.
Right. So speaking of the benefit, I think
if you guys would like to send money, I could just leave it at the depot in Kenny, and I'll come pick it up.
Yeah, in Kentucky.
Yeah, Kentucky.
Right. That's because that's where we are. Anyway, the next one exposes possibly an affair one of these men is having with a woman named Margaret. So I want you to listen to, at the 20-second mark, you will find a man, Margaret. Oh, and we're gonna.
I think they're jerking off maybe to Faust by Goethe.
It's possible.
Because there was a hot chick in there named Margaret.
Maybe.
Seem to remember.
Or maybe it's that old song, "It's Me Again, Margaret." And they're talking about that. So here we go. Man, Margaret. Oh, here it is.
To all the girls we love. Here we go, man. I'm okay with.
I'm okay with. I'm okay with.
Well, so you see, to all the girls we've loved, and then Hector says, "Here we go, man." But in reverse, it's "Man, Margaret." Oh, they really like this Margaret.
They're crazy about her.
I know, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know. We haven't really gotten to the bottom of Margaret, but here in the next one, we kind of differed on what we heard. Norway heard at the 24 mark, and we feel like this is related to Margaret in some way. Her lips hurt a lot. Now I heard her leaves.
I think they were dry humping her. I don't know, because they're clearly hate to say this, like a gay community, and they have no regard for the other persuasions.
Right.
So she's just a piece of meat to these guys, and they're just dry humping her.
Maybe "Man, Margaret" means Margaret is a man.
It could be a cross-dresser.
Yeah. Well, later on we have another woman mentioned. But anyway, this relates to Margaret right here. 24:17 mark in the reversal, if you're listening along and want to hear it. Norway heard her lips hurt a lot. I heard her leaves breaking off. Now,
she might be an old woman, and she's in the autumn of her years.
Right, okay. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's the ticket. That's what it is. Okay, well, here we go. Let's play it. Her lips hurt a lot, or her leaves breaking off.
To all the girls we love, leaves breaking off. Leaves breaking off. Leaves breaking off. Leaves breaking off.
Wow. Wow, that sounds almost like her lips breaking off. I mean, I can't even tell what it's saying.
Well, it's some sick shit. That's all we need to know.
It's absolutely disgusting.
Oh, yeah.
If her lips are breaking off, what are they doing?
Depends on which lips, and, either way, it's bad.
Very, very bad. Very, very bad. We got to just plow through this here, because we have so many reversals.
Just get through with it before I start feeling really sick. I can't do this all night.
And it just gets worse as we go on. But
you think this is bad? You think this is bad?
Soon we're going to get into all these occult ideas about rules and commandments that have maybe been reversed by this Ray Eldridge alien and maybe made into...
They're aiming for the New World Order, right?
So they're using... okay. Look, we'll get into that after this. This one was really mind-blowing when we heard it. And we kept going over it and just dissecting it. And we found no other way to put it. They are saying in reverse, at 27 seconds in reversal, if you are listening along on your own reversal to see if, maybe we made this up. We didn't. They say, monkeys, they're far out. Hang on. Let me ask you about her. Monkeys, they're far out. Hang on. Let me ask you about her. And what do you think?
This one is it has something to do with evolution. That maybe the aliens are growing us like cattle,
Right.
and that monkeys were the original inhabitants of this planet, and then they came and they needed us for some manual labor. I don't know. I don't know.
Who's the her that they're asking about? That's the question. But we're going to play it for you, and maybe somebody can write in and tell us who it is. Here we go. Monkeys, they're far out. Hold on. Let me ask you about her.
We're glad they came along.
Wear a pretty thong.
Monkeys, they're far out. Let me get that, girl.
Monkeys, they're far out.
Hang on, let me get that, girl.
Monkeys, they're far out. Let me get that, girl.
Monkeys, they're far out.
Hang on, let me get that, girl.
That's a really weird one, even when not reversed.
Yeah, I think it's
Sexist. It's very sexist.
first of all, yeah.
Racist. I mean, everything about it just screams Illuminati.
Illuminati do it,
Right.
as far as I'm concerned.
Illuminati take yourself so seriously as to say something like monkeys, they're far out. What kind of ego can bring something like that and say something like that to human beings when they're on our planet? We're letting them be on our planet. And we're not doing anything against them. In fact, I'd say the last regime to do anything against them was probably the one under Reagan when we went into Panama. But that's another story for a different day. Maybe we'll ask Alex Jones about it if he ever comes back from the tavern, which I doubt he will. So I'm stuck here with this Norway guy that I don't even know about him. He's drinking weird beer,
But
and kind of reminds me of Alex.
let's get back to this situation we have going on here. There's someone wearing a thong, quite clearly.
A monkey.
Yeah, and they brought her back from outer space because they're glad she came along, and it's probably some kind of sex goddess that they're worshipping.
Yeah, and he's asking him questions about her. He says, hang on.
Because this is a completely new thing that haven't been seen around here in this neighborhood.
That's damn right. None of this has been seen in this neighborhood. This is actually one of the weirdest things that I've ever been subjected to in my life. This backwards speech thing. I was never into it myself, but you know, I hang around the scene. I know who's into it. David John Oates and Peggy Kane and Sherry Shriner and all the Oregon folks. You know who I'm talking about, above top secret forums. And you know, all of you're into this. But we're getting to the real nitty gritty, as they would say in Kentucky. Kentucky waterfall. If I could speak a little bit about the Kentucky waterfall that we were just by earlier. What a beautiful waterfall. If you come out to Kentucky, in the middle of Kentucky, you'll see a waterfall. And, oh boy, what a beautiful waterfall. But that's besides the point. What we were doing is we were getting EVP recordings above the waterfall. And I think we've got some really good stuff that sounds like falling water that we have recorded.
Yeah, but it wasn't the same river. It was like some different river, some alien, spooky river shit.
Well, we're up on top of this waterfall looking down, and we're recording. And what we noticed is that it almost sounded like a different waterfall.
When we played it back, when it came home, yeah, it was definitely not the place we visited.
It reminded me of the Ham's Beer waterfall, almost like that bear is floating down the creek. And you just don't know what to do when you see that bear. But the next reversal is very interesting.
Well, most of them are.
Speaking of a bear, you know, this is a really weird one, and this is how we knew it was a conspiracy, and this is how we're going to discuss it afterwards, because this involves a very occult wording, in a very esoteric sentence. And unless you're schooled in this sort of thought and trained in the occult, you won't know what we're talking about here. You'll say, oh, that's kind of weird. And see, the birds have gone loose. But this is at 3412 in the reversal. We hear, and you will hear, I'm sure. Whoa, sniff his twat. He moons, full sword. And then that is answered with, no, he above. He pluraled the law. And we're going to get into this after we play it for you.
All the girls we've loved before.
Even those who threw me out the door. Oh,
vi above, vi were law.
Oh, vi above, vi were law.
Oh,
vi above, vi were law.
Oh, vi above, vi were law.
Wow, he pluraled the law. So,
First of all,
he pluraled the law.
yeah.
I didn't really understand what that meant, but I got to thinking about it. And Norway and I think, have slightly different takes, but probably about the same when it comes out at the end. And here he is to tell you about what he thinks about pluraling the law.
Well, first of all, it was something about smelling his twat.
Right.
Um,
Whoa, smell his twat.
yeah, that's first of all quite a disturbing image right there. You know, someone smelling another man's man twat.
Not only that, that's Hector's telling...
Well, that's Hector's twat, and that's...
It's Hector telling Ray to smell someone else's twat.
Oh, there's more people involved?
Some other guy's twat.
That's disturbing.
Right.
But I guess that's normal around, you know, those people, what they do.
Mm-hmm.
So he did that, but it doesn't end there. He smelled it, okay, and then he was mooning, and then someone put his full sword in there. You getting me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he took his butt out and mooned, and then he took the full sword.
Yeah, but then probably this was going on in the dark, or in some they were blindfolded or some part of the ritual. I don't know, because Ray here, he elucidates. No, he was above, which means that the other person was probably lying on the ground, and someone was squatting down upon him with his twat. First he made him smell it, and then the full sword went in there. I don't know.
It's fucking absurd.
No,
It's completely absurd. I know it's real, but it's absurd at the same time. It's almost like when you go fishing and you pull up a steak instead of a fish. It's completely absurd. You know, you're expecting a trout, walleye, bluegill, catfish, alligator snapper, maybe on accident. Instead, you get a steak. So imagine being in a boat, pulling out a steak.
Yeah, but also
It's absurd.
this thing about pluraling the law.
Right.
I think, at least where I come from, it's just a healthy place with fresh air, fresh fish. You know, they no diseases on them.
Right.
We are monogamous, and I don't know about America, but I have sort of the impression that's basically what you're sticking by.
Singular law is what you have in Norway. And
But these guys, they are handing it out on, you know, they're pluraling the law. They're
pluraling it,
yeah.
which is absolutely amazing.
They're just giving it to anyone, I think.
I think they pluraled it a lot. I wish actually I hear Alex coming up the walkway. So just a second. Is Norway part of the European Union?
Fuck no.
Okay, well that's good. Alex wouldn't like that. So, I think that's why Alex brought you over. Because you aren't part of the European Union, but I'm going to let him in, and I'll just sit back and let him talk. So, Norway, please explain what you said something about Ray Eldridge earlier when Alex was here, and please explain the meaning of Ray and Eldridge.
Well, if you look in your dictionary, if you have a good one, I don't mean the ones they gave you in school, but one of those bigger Oxford ones, if you have them around, like a etymological dictionary or something, and you look up the word. Okay, that's Alex Jones at the door. Sorry.
God, you don't have to ring it.
He needs a hand, getting over the doorstep.
Man, sorry I'm late.
Anyway, if you look up Eldridge, not Eldridge, but Eldridge, you'll find that it refers to something unearthly, something sinister, something otherworldly, and I think he picked a bad name for himself, and also this Ray part.
Where are we at in the discussion?
I think we're analyzing Ray Eldridge's name right now, and
So,
probably referring to some kind of weapon. I think Ray, like a ray gun, death ray.
And the Eldridge.
Eldridge part. That freaks me out that someone could, wear that name in broad daylight and not be ashamed.
Let me see where this fucking fag JR has us. I'm not drunk. Obviously you're at the plural of the law.
Yeah, that's right.
Next, at the plural of the law, I want to explain what it means, because I know JR couldn't do it correctly. And sorry, I've not been smoking. My wife might know that I'm in Kentucky. I have not smoked or drank tonight. Basically, what he means by plural of the law, if you want to look in my own library, I have the documents about this. Pluraling the law means lawyers. Lawyers, as everyone knows, are Jews. The Jews have made many laws from singular into plural. They have made so many laws out of one that now, what are we supposed to do? We can't look at one law and see one thing. We look at one law and we see 50 things, and that confuses us, being white. And Jews have confused us and started a New World Order conspiracy. When they talk about pluraling the laws, that's what it means. Only lawyers can understand the law. Everyone knows that. When you go into a court of law, you are entering the bar. It's like a sandbar. And you are playing on the court. You're passing the ball over the court, back and forth. And, it's basically they plural the laws. And it's Zionist, and we don't like it.
Not only that, but when they plural the law, there's one law for this guy, but there's a different law for that other guy.
Right.
And it's the same law doesn't apply to everyone.
It's a different law for the Jew.
Yeah, and
probably
for reptilians too,
Oh.
and gays. Or they all have different laws, and they're pluraling them.
Let's
pluraling them. They are pluraling the laws.
I had a run-in with the Texas deputies 4 or 5 years ago. We were out minding our own business, not drinking, and totally sober. And here come 4 Texas deputies. Now, first of all, there's only 18 of us. Why do you need 4 cops? So first that struck me as weird. It's very odd. 4 cops come in. I almost cried. You don't need 4 policemen when you've got 8 18 sober Texas men in a field with one truck. 4 cops beat me about the head and testicle area. I immediately went on the air live. I told them that this couldn't be, that I just told everybody to watch out for the cops in Texas. And they told me something about there's this new law on the books where if there's over 5 people, they bring 4 cops. And that doesn't make sense to me. Obviously, if you have 18 people who are not drunk, you only need a female security guard to show up. You don't need 4 male cops. A female security guard with a baton could handle 18 sober Texas people who love the country. Obviously, what's going on is everyone's pluraled these laws, and not only have they pluraled the law, they pluraled the cops. When I look at a dollar bill, I don't see freedom anymore. I see 18 men being harassed and abused.
Yeah, well, if you turn the dollar bill around, it even says right on it, like they plural the law.
This says
they pluraled something.
E pluribus unum, which means we have now pluraled your entire Texas. I don't drink, so I don't understand why you need 4 policemen. Obviously, you're at the plural the law part. We're going to go past that. 3412, I did this. JR's acting like he did it. I wasn't drinking. He probably said I was. Liar. Liar. Almost made me cry. In fact, I don't know if I told you, but I met with Sheriff Joe Arpaio of the Texas legislature and Domino Society. We play dominoes every Thursday and Wednesday, but we don't drink. And we were playing dominoes. We reversed this together. I called in my friend Norway, prominent EVP and reverse speech researcher. First we thought about bringing in David John Oates, but he was busy on tour with Daryl Hall. They were going and doing Hall and Oates reunion, and we couldn't get him. So, Peggy Kane's completely whacked out of her skull. I don't talk to her anymore. We don't do the reptilian stuff on InfoWars. We just do real stuff because we have the documents in front of us. And if you go to the Freedom of Information Act, you can look all this up, including what we're going to play for you now at the 42:15 mark. If you're playing it in reverse, we have did the aberrant hear that? They got it. So aberrant, you know, aberrance, you know what that is. Correct, Norway. Explain it. Aberrance to everyone in the audience. Because I can't, because I'm from Texas.
Well, I'm not so sure.
His English is not very good. English is his 3rd language. First Norwegian.
It's my 3rd language.
2nd is Spanish.
Yep.
The 3rd is English. He came here speaking Spanish. I said, no. We're not in Texas. We're in Kentucky. So, it says, did the aberrant hear that? They got it. So, you know, aberrant people.
Even they can get it.
Even the fucking...
Why can't you get
Whoops,
it? That's what...
Sorry about that. I don't curse on my show. Even the people that aren't holy of Jesus, they know what they're talking about. It's basically what they're saying here. So it's a reverse. It's a speech. It's a reversed speech. And we're going to go into it right now. Sorry about that. I ate some steak earlier.
You fished it out of a lake, didn't you?
Nah. I got a buffalo steak. And we ate a big one And that's what we were doing. That's why I was gone so long, because it was so huge. I didn't drink anything.
I had to.
My wife listens, and she knows I'm on vacation right now here in Kentucky. We were on a waterfall yesterday. We made recordings. But here, 4215, you hear Ray Eldridge with a ray of light coming down onto the Eldridge, which is the Lord of the Underworld, right? Something like that.
I'd go with that. Yeah.
Man of the Underworld. Underworld underwear.
Otherworld.
Oh, before we play this, did the aberrant hear that? They got it backwards at 4250 and then the reverse if you're following along. I want you to bring up that I have a new product called Maximum Water Help. And what you do is you put it in your bottled water. It takes out all the chlorine. And it costs, it's a one packet, 12 ounces of water, $138.95 plus $137.92 shipping. I will get it out to you anytime you want. It's good for one bottle of water. It takes all the chlorine out. And basically, it'll make your water safe to drink, because you know all the companies, the corporations have bought it up. Illuminati, New World Order. And right now, did the aberrant hear that? They got it. That's what he says. Reverse. We know that's what he's saying. We've reversed it 20 million times. And it's the same thing every time.
But,
here it is. Go ahead. What were you saying?
Yeah, I thought you had another product to place.
Oh, yeah?
Where you clean the stuff that's coming out of your body as well. You know, you have to take care of your own. You clean up your feces, and you ram it through this toaster. It looked like a toaster to me. I don't know.
That's called Toilet Water Extreme. And what we do is we add vitamin C to your toilet water. Basically, we run a pipe into your house, and we add vitamin C to the toilet water, so when your poop goes in it, it's clean for the sewer. The sewer is healthy when the poop goes through, and it's only $1,395.99 plus $2,485.93 shipping in America. Overseas, $3,482.10. So there's just $1,000 difference on the overseas rate. So if you are overseas, you want to act now, because we have a limited supply of Toilet Water Extreme. And what are we doing now? Let's just a second. Okay. Did the aberrant hear that? They got it. That's what I believe Ray Eldridge is saying right here, right now. And we press play, and
Did I get that in there, Maisie? Did I get that in there, Maisie? Is the aberrant hear that? They got it.
Did the aberrant hear that? That's great. That's very pagan.
He thought he could get away with it by saying it really fast, but oh no.
Nope.
You got some first-class ears listening in.
Right. Norway prominent EVP reverse speech analyzationer. Now, we've already got to this guy plurals the law. He's talking to all the aberrant people.
Do we really need to know more? Well, apparently we do.
The next one is very weird. He says he is the anvil, the arrows, he above. He plural the law. Said, yeah, good idea. So basically saying this lord of the underworld is the anvil and the arrows, and he's above.
I think, yeah, esoterically that makes sense. You know, if it's both the anvil and the arrow. The anvil is below, and the hammer comes usually from above, but only in this case there's the arrows, which is more phallic, I would say.
So he's, again, you're saying he's above the other man.
that's what I get out of it. I don't know. It could be more complicated than that, but I think that must be what they're hinting at. That there's they're probably placed out in some sacred pattern or something inside a mosque, probably, or something. I don't know.
But he pluraled the law.
Yeah, that's the problem. You know, if there was some regular on top, you know, on top down under kind of situation going on, that would be fine. But these guys are apparently pluraling the law, and that's, you know, we can't have that.
I'm sick of these fuckers pluraling the law. I'm tired of all these people that aren't from Texas coming up here to Kentucky, pluraling law, talking about twat moons, full swords, talking about anvils, arrows. I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it. I ain't got time for it. All these fucking dumb motherfuckers, I don't have time for their bullshit. I'm tired of Ray Eldridge. He's a piece of shit.
Well, he's on prime time air, you know. He's a upstanding member of the community around here. I think you'll meet some resistance if you try to, you know, tell people about this. That they're not going to listen to you. That's the problem.
Nobody ever listens to Alex
He's
Jones.
wormed his way into every home around Decatur, Illinois, and that's bad.
I know. And as far as Kentucky, his radio show goes as far as Kentucky.
Oh,
He's based out of Decatur. And
Horrible.
people in Decatur need to listen. Just listen to me, goddammit.
We dedicate this song to all the girls we've loved before, including Maisie.
Yes, yeah, middle of narrow, people, you blur the walls. Yeah, should I do? Yes, yeah, middle of narrow, people, you blur the walls. Yeah, should I do?
Yes, yeah, middle of narrow, people, you blur the walls. Yeah, should I do? Yes, yeah, middle of narrow, people, you blur the walls. Yeah, should I do?
He's pluraling laws all over the place, this Eldridge. And he's got this Hector guy looking like a fucking midget. I don't even know what the fuck's going on with Hector.
Doesn't look like a human to me.
He doesn't even look like a man.
Probably from some weird, unknown backwater of the Milky Way. I don't know.
Did I say midget? I'm sorry, I meant little guy. He looks like a little guy. And I have a lot of little guy friends. And I have a lot of black friends. And they're not going to like the next reverse. Now here Hector, who is a little guy and Mexican, says something that no white person will ever say. And that's the word nigger. I don't like this. But at 54 minutes in the reversal, you will see as he says, ah. Now Ray's saying, let me ask you a dowser. Now what's dowsing, Norway?
Well,
What's a dowser?
involves a wand, and that's, I got suspicious right there. You know, usually you have a dowser's wand and you look for water or precious metals, but I think this is a different wand altogether, and what they're looking for is not something we want to know about. It's something disgusting and dirty.
I'm tired of dowsers. Obviously, so is Hector. He says right here, I'm sorry to all my friends. Ray says, let me ask you a dowser. And then Hector says, man, they're niggers. I don't like racism. It makes me mad. I get tired of racism. It's disgusting. That was not a beer bottle. That was a vase that had a flower in it. It accidentally fell off of the shelf. I did not throw a beer bottle because of Hector's racism. Now, I want my wife to know this. I'm in Kentucky right now. I'm not drinking. I'm only with JR in Norway, and I don't drink. But accidentally, JR's flower, because he's a fruity weirdo, fell off of the shelf. Was that what I said? The shelf, and it fell, and it hit the floor. I didn't mean to break it. Probably a little shocking for everyone involved. But the point is, if you're listening, wife, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Prison Planet, I am not drunk. I'm not drunk. And the next line is, Ray says, let me ask you a dowser. And the reply is, man, they're niggers. Listen to this. It's real.
Take it, Ray, man.
We're glad they came along. Oh, let me ask you a dowser.
Man, they're biggest.
Oh, let me ask you a dowser. Man, they're biggest.
Oh, let me ask you a dowser.
Man, they're biggest.
Oh, let me ask you a dowser. Man, they're biggest.
Alex Jones is banned from my home and from my podcast for what he has done. He broke a vase. I had my favorite.
He said the N-word.
Yeah, move up closer to the mic here.
Alex Jones said the N-word.
Yeah, well, I'll let him pass on that because he was just
Quoting Ray Eldridge.
or Hector, who I don't know.
Probably Hector.
I don't know who plays Hector, but whoever they are obviously racist. Alex Jones is gone.
What do you mean someone played Hector?
Well, it
looked
has
like
to be fake.
No, it seemed like a strange, unknown creature to me. Probably some kind of alien.
I think that Alex Jones thought he was a midget alien, but Alex is a little off tonight. As you can tell, where he broke a vase with my favorite flowers in it.
What kind of flowers are those?
Violets and subtenaries, and also chrysanthemums. And I had those in there, and he broke them. Also, there was a couple daisy and about 3 or 4 prairie grass.
Oh, that's fucked up. That
That
was a prairie in progress right there.
Yeah, buttercup in
Buttercups. 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 He broke them.
In Norway. Do they have this? Was the song "Build Me Up, Buttercup" a hit?
Mind your own business. That's all I'm saying.
See, that's why I like this guy. Nobody else will come to my home except Alex Jones and boss me around. This guy does it, so I really like him for that. Well, after this, let me ask you a dowser. Man, their N-word. We have at 113 in the reversal. They say, yeah, well, Hector says, yeah, well, he raised Satan. And then Ray says, hang him on the wall. And Hector says, he was born, and in his nest was an earwig. We're going to play it for you right now. Hopefully, you're having a good time listening to these, but I want to let you know.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you are having a good time, it's not really a good time. It's bad. Illuminati is taking over, and the proof is right here, and we're going to play it for you right now about the satanic earwig.
Just like drugs.
Yeah.
You think you're having a good time, but it's messing you up.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't do them. Don't do what Alex does.
I was thinking, don't do what Ray Eldridge, whatever his deal is, is.
Oh, while we were at break kicking Alex off, someone called and told me a breakthrough news story on Ray Eldridge's drunk behavior.
It was a scoop, all right.
Now, I'm going to tell you something that I'm going to admit to you right now. Ray Eldridge is one of my favorite radio personalities, and I love him.
No, he's a good guy. You know, he's got his business. He's a
He's a Jew.
Asset to the community.
Yeah.
He's a ladies' man. You know, he's a real charmer. He got a good singing voice. You have to give him that.
Yeah, and I love the way he does raps and everything.
He can do anything. I've heard him do country, raps. He did some exotic little number. You know, he's a versatile. He's a Renaissance man, basically. The Decatur Renaissance man.
He's a versatile artist.
Oh, I wouldn't pigeonhole him. You know, if it wasn't for the fact that he was probably reptilian, New World Order kind of extraterrestrial freak show.
Okay. I mean, whatever you just said, brother. Hey, the next one is, yeah, well, he raised Satan. Then Ray says, hang him on the wall. Then Hector again says, he was born and in his nest was an earwig. Obviously a reference to Satanic Illuminati takeover. Here we go.
The winds of change continue blowing, and they just carry me away. Wo i rechtssiden I volbu nicht noch nicht was nie will.
Wo i rechtssiden I volbu nicht noch nicht was nie will.
Wo i rechtssiden I volbu nicht noch nicht was nie will.
Wo i rechtssiden
I mean, isn't that obvious? That it's satanic and it's a conspiracy?
Uh-huh.
Right. So we don't even need to say much about this. And the next one is really fucking weird. I mean, I can't say that without cursing because it's really weird. And I'll just say it. It's at 143 in the reversal.
Well, you will hear it, so what? We'll have to say it, you know.
We don't have to say any of these. I mean, everyone's going to hear them, but we might as well tell you what we heard, and
just
in case
have you forewarned.
Yeah. In case your kids are up, you don't want them hearing it.
Put them to bed right now.
They need to be put to bed. The next one is, this is just, I mean, and they laugh after this one, like
I'm sorry you have to hear this.
Like they're possessed, completely possessed by Satan himself or herself or itself. I don't even know what it is anymore. Goat self. Sore ham neath the willy.
Mm-hmm.
Then you hear the reply to that, jerk that handle, come lick her shoe. And the reply to that is, he'll make you narrow cow beef's head, and they both laugh in unison.
How can you laugh at something like that? You know, it's horrible.
Sore ham beneath the willy. I have that often. And jerk the handle and lick her shoe. That's something that Tony Atlas would be into.
But, you know, the sore ham beneath the willy, you know, I hope you don't have that in the same way these guys have it.
Right.
You know, that's, you know.
How would you say sore ham neath the willy in your first language?
The first language. I don't think you want to know.
Okay, it's too satanic. We can't do it.
We don't say things like this. It doesn't happen. We hardly have words for it.
My God.
Sore hand beneath the willy. And jerk that handle? What could that be referring to, I wonder?
It's either the penis.
You think so?
Or the toilet.
Yeah.
Maybe the toilet overflows and you have to jerk the handle.
I flushed the evidence down the drain.
Right, after you lick her shoe. And then apparently someone...
What I heard was something... cum licker shoe.
Right, you heard cum licker.
Yeah.
Shoe.
Yeah.
And I heard cum lick her shoe.
But I think those two can be combined into a kind of scenario that just right down whatever alley these guys are plowing.
Bad alley. A back alley somewhere.
Yeah, in Decatur, yeah.
Probably in Illinois somewhere.
It's
Oh man, what do we do about
it's
this?
pretty fucked up. I don't know.
How do we stop this Ray Eldridge guy from procreating? I guess he's already done it. I don't. Okay, so this next one is sore ham neath the willy. This is at 143 in the reversal, not front ways. Let's go backwards. We're going backwards here. Sore ham neath the willy. The reply is, jerk that handle, come lick her shoe, or come lick her shoe. And the reply to that is, he'll make you narrow cow beef's head.
Oh, that part.
Right.
I know what a beef heart is.
Do you know what the beef what?
The beef heart, but the beef's head, you know, and I know the head could be, you know,
It could be the head of the beef, if you know what I'm saying.
yeah, that's
or
what
else
that's exactly what I'm aiming at, you know.
yeah, we're.
But narrow, it has to be squeezed in somewhere.
Ugh, God, I can't understand why this gay satanic orgy is going on around everyone, and they don't see it. They don't see that the homosexual satanic orgy is going on, and they just say, "Well, let them get married," but they're going to be married under Satan's law. He's obviously pluraling all the laws, and they're going to be married under Satan's plural laws.
Oh, why can't they have homosexual orgies like normal people? You have to make it satanic.
Yeah, can't you just have them like they used to in Greece? Why do you have
grease
to
it up and you know, just
greased up in Greece? That was a movie. That was not a movie I watched, but that was a movie I heard about. Greased up in Greece, and John Travolta. There was a John Travolta look
John
like
Travolta or whatever. You know, we should do some backwards research on him. He looks like an interesting character.
Well, before we get to the sore ham neath the willy reversal, what do you think of John Travolta, gay or straight?
I haven't really checked him out.
What? Okay, so we can't get a definitive answer from Europe on that.
You know, I'd have to smell his aftershave, then I'd know.
Oh, jeez. That's how you know? That's weird.
I don't know.
Sometimes I don't smell anything. Does that mean I'm gay?
Depends on what happens afterwards.
You should have seen Alex before he left after he broke that vase.
Oh, yeah,
He was screaming about gay is something fierce. And I threw him right out. He doesn't have anywhere to go either.
He had some tight buns. He'll be okay.
He was just gay this, gay that, flowers. What kind of man has flowers and all that? Oh, Lord. Okay, well, here we go. 143. Sore ham neath the willy, jerk that handle, come lick her shoe. He'll make you narrow cow beef's head, and then they both laugh like devils. Here we go.
They sweep my floor and cook my meal.
Are you sure it goes like that, Hector?
They live within my heart. Snar ham neath the willy.
That goes like thejrshowpodcast.
När Rolf bjussed.
Ham neath the willy. That goes like thejrshowpodcast. När Rolf bjussed.
Snar ham neath the willy.
That goes like thejrshowpodcast.
När Rolf bjussed.
Ham neath the willy. That goes like thejrshowpodcast. När Rolf bjussed.
Come lick her shoe.
Yeah.
The next one, we're not even going to bother explaining.
After this, you know, I feel dirty in my mouth just saying these things that these guys are, the kinds of lifestyles that these people are propagating.
Cum licking?
Licking cum of someone's shoe, you know, I wouldn't be into that.
Sounds German.
God knows where they are from.
Sounds very, very Germanic. Probably many of the Nazi party cum licked shoes.
But also this guy was Mexican. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, they're Nazis.
Yeah, this they went to South America. That's what happened.
Well, that's what happened.
They plural their laws over there.
Yeah. Federales. This next reversal is so obvious we don't have to even explain it. You'll hear it. Just give this a listen. And
I'm glad I don't have to say this stuff that's going on. It's too dirty for my orifice.
It's absolutely disgusting what they say here. And after that, people, I know you heard it.
You don't even want to hear that forwards.
No.
So
we're just leaving that out there for you to get what this Ray Eldridge man is saying.
Let's play it again so they really can dig into what's happening here. It's worrying.
Okay, here it is one more time. Obviously, you can see what they're leading into right here, and this is the next reversal says, and it follows that perfectly. They say, "No, let me get that one. Hey man, there's no way to get a hold of it." So they're obviously talking about what was obvious in the first obvious one that we played there.
Yeah, I'm thinking so too. And might be some really greased up guy that everyone wants to get on top of. I don't know. And he's just too slippery.
One of them saying, "Let me get it," and the other one saying, "There's no way to."
No,
So
they all given up. They tried it.
it was too greasy to hold on to. It was too oily. The man could not get a hold of it.
Yeah, and oil, that's a touchy word right there.
Yeah, oil. I mean, when I was in 7th grade, my teacher said the reason we were in the Middle East was because of oil. And we thought, is it because of oil punk? Like, we went to fight in Iraq because of oil music? But no, he meant oil. He just had a speech impediment. Anyway, the next one is, "No, let me get that one." And, "Hey man, there's no way to get a hold of it."
I don't think that one's in there, man.
I'm glad they came along. Oh, let me get out.
Nee, man, there's no way I can get hold of it.
Oh, let me get out. Nee, man, there's no way I can get hold of it.
Oh, let me get out.
Nee, man, there's no way I can get hold of it.
Oh, let me get out. Nee, man, there's no way I can get hold of it.
Don't you forget that.
We're not pluraling any laws here. We're just telling it to you straight.
We are straight shooters. That's what we are.
Yes. And the main issue with this next reversal is that, again, he brings up the plural laws, and we have him saying, "I'm the chiseler of the law."
He's just rubbing it in. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, he chiseled the laws in stone.
Okay, he's pluraling the law, and then he's smug about it. That's,
Yep.
says a lot.
I know.
Plural.
I mean, I can't believe that we got so many references to the law, and that leads into Crowley and also to lawyers. But that was something.
That's a
Alex was
hornet's
talking
nest
about.
you don't want to stick your pecker in. That's for sure. And
No.
he's doing it. He's rubbing it with cow syrup and sticking it right in there. That's
You know, one of my relatives, I'm not going to give out any names, but he had a hornet's nest in his tree, and we were out watching it, and he's like, look at all these hornets, god damn, how do we get rid of this? So we're all coming up with ways to get rid of these hornets, and he just says, you know what, I'm going to go in and get the baseball bat, and we're just going to beat these hornets to death. And that's what he did. But that's what we should do to these Satanist Illuminatis, is we should just go get our bats and knock them out of the park like Pedro Guerrero in 1989. Here is I'm the Chiseler of the Law, Ray Eldridge backwards. Enjoy.
All the girls that shared my life. Yeah, well, I'm the chiseler of the law.
Yeah, I'm the chiseler of the law.
Yeah, well, I'm the chiseler of the law.
Yeah, I'm the chiseler of the law.
He's the chiseler of the law. That is absolutely disgusting. And in the next reversal at 2:25:12, if you are following in the reversal with us, he says, he raised Satan.
you already knew that. It's no new. That's not news to us.
No.
Oh.
He's already said it time and time again. He talks about raising Satan.
He's just rubbing it in like he does with the lube.
And they just carry me right side in it.
Recht siden,
Right side in it.
recht siden.
He says he is the chiseler of the law. That's just insane. Everyone knows that Moses is the chiseler of the law.
Crazy. Yeah, he's trying to replace him. That's for sure.
He's replacing Moses.
New world order.
Yeah. New.
New world order. New world order.
Now the next one's interesting, and it took a European European perspective to put it in words that I could understand it.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
I wasn't understanding what this meant. But he says Jesus Gas Camp, nasty business, and we'll explain after you hear it. So here it is.
And every time I try to stay, it's
Jesus Gas Camp, nasty business. What's that mean?
Well, what they're actually saying is Jesus gas camp, nasty business. And what it is it's we all know about gas camps, Second World War and extermination camps. So there's some kind of Jesus. I'm guessing it's the Antichrist putting us up some camps to gas someone, and it's not revealed who this is, but I know if they know, and I don't know, I'm probably one of the ones who's going to get gassed. It's we're not in on it, so it has to be against us or something. I don't know.
Jesus Gas Camp. Jesus Gas Camp, nasty business.
It's very nasty business.
Oh, wonderful. I'm glad that you got to the bottom of that.
I'm glad to. Okay.
And that Jesus Gas Camp, just the nasty business leads right into 247 in the reverse, which is on the ass jerking off.
Even nastier business.
Right. Even nastier business. On the ass, jerking off.
Mm-hmm.
Right now. Here we go. Let's play it for you. On the ass, jerking off.
All the girls I've loved, all the ass working up,
All the ass working up.
all the ass working up.
All the ass working up.
Yeah.
On the... I can't believe on the ass jerking off. I can't believe that. I can't believe it.
It's
Satanic.
you wouldn't see it on television, you wouldn't read it in the paper, but yet on the radio, here it is right in front of you. You know?
Right. It's like Britney Spears.
Something like that.
Yeah. It's like Justin Bieber.
It's just
Justin Bieber. That guy was pretty on fire for a while, wasn't he? Hey, after on the ass jerking off, we have See Naked Edna at 2:50. If anybody wants to go through the reverse, 2 minutes and 50 seconds, we have See Naked Edna, which they had Margaret, now they have Edna.
so who of them are the space monkey with the thong? I'm wondering. Is
Hanging on the wall.
they brought from outer space? Is it Edna? Is it Margaret?
Did she plural the law? We'll never know.
Probably there was maybe they are the plural.
They must be all of them together are the plural. So he's giving out names of the New World Order.
Yeah, these are the deities of the new plural laws.
So okay, all right. Well, okay, well it's Dame Edna and Margaret Thatcher are the two.
Most likely.
Okay, so Ray
They're,
Hector.
they're jerking off to these two images. It's Dame Edna and Margaret Thatcher, and they got these guys doing stuff.
Oh, who's hotter, Dame Edna or Maggie Thatcher? Norway.
Oh. Well, my answer to that is
Yes, I can give the same answer at night before I go to bed. But I'm going to say I'm not really sure because both of them are very similar. Now, something in the New World Order that's really weird is that they all look similar. They got similar hair, a similar build.
Reptilians, aren't they?
Ray Eldridge looked like Maggie Thatcher.
Woody had this sort of he had this kind of iguana neck going on.
Yeah, iguana neck. Iguanodon. See Naked Edna.
I dedicate this song. Oh, see, naked Edna.
Oh, see, naked Edna.
Oh, see, naked Edna.
Oh, see, naked Edna.
See Naked Edna, and then that leads into this next reversal where they both laugh.
I always hate it when I laugh. That's a bad sign.
It's
you know,
so gross
something bad is
sounding.
going down.
They both laugh, and they say,
Laughing at us, basically.
they're laughing at us, and they say, we make that jerking off juice at 3:02 if you're following in the reverse.
Oh.
There's a laugh, and we make that jerking off juice. Again, I am not the one who's saying this. So you might think, what a dirty man. It's not me. It's Ray Eldridge. And he's a scourge of society. He needs to be brought off the street and put back in the drunk tank where he belongs.
He's a Philistine, basically. I bet he's not circumcised.
He's worse.
Check on him.
He's worse.
What kind of germ moisture he got down there, I don't know.
I don't know. He has a lot of germ moisture. I do know that someone on my Facebook once had a picture of Ray Eldridge, and they were with him, and they were drinking.
Could you see his penis?
No. There was
Good.
no penis, but I deleted them from my friends list. Let's go to the laugh, and we make that jerking off juice. And we all do make that jerking off juice. It's part of life. But to hear Ray Eldridge say it backwards is just so wacky. It makes me laugh. I'm sorry, but I mean, it's just, you don't expect it, and it just makes you laugh, you know. So here we go. Make that jerking off juice, Ray. Hector.
To all the girls that gave me thrills. Ultimate, that's like it all.
That's like an opus.
Ultimate, that's like it all.
That's like an opus.
What a scene! What a scene!
We make that jerking off juice. And it's real. It's right in front of your ears. How can you not hear it? I mean, basically, we've got this plot going on, and I'm afraid someone's going to just burst through the door at any moment, any minute, and take us out and take us to Green River, or Green Valley. And I don't want to go there. But when a man says we're going to make that jerking off juice, and he says it backwards, and laughs about it, and sings it backwards, I have to bring that to you as a trustworthy citizen of the United States.
Just think of it as some kind of gift. You know, it's not the kind of gift you would receive, but the truth always hurts, doesn't it? Yeah.
It really hurts.
You wake up in the morning and what are you looking at? Well, it's Ray Eldridge's jerking off juice, and just have to face it and deal with it.
I'm sorry, Ray, but we had to do this. Hector?
You're messed up, man.
Yeah, there's
Get your
something
act
wrong.
together. You know, who are you hanging out with?
They're obviously hanging out with some weird people, because the next one is at 308 and it's man mayo. They say man mayo.
I'm going to. I have to go to the. This makes me sick. I'm going to the bathroom right now.
Okay, well, he says man mayo, and then there's a gurgling sound. So let's play that.
Oh yeah, man. Hey man, yo.
Hey man, yo.
Hey man, yo.
Hey man, yo.
Yeah, Norway's still in the bathroom, but what's really disgusting to me is that guttural noise at the end of that man mayo. Obviously, you can't, unless that's really in your brain, you can't just make that up backwards. That has to be really in your brain. Man mayo. Brrr. And that's just gross. And I don't know. I think that man mayo might be sperm. The guttural noise that Ray makes after that is just fucking horrendous and will haunt my dreams. I mean, first of all, I woke up this morning because we've been doing this for a whole week. And all I could think about was pluraling the law. And how satanic that was. But then we get down to the brass tacks and we got man mayo. And you know what that means. Gay marriage under Satan. And we don't want that to happen. We over here in Kentucky don't want man mayo marriage. We don't want the marriage of the man mayo.
Man marriage, that's fine, but man mayo, you know, don't get it on my sandwich. You stick that on your own lettuce.
Right.
Yeah.
Can we get some pickles over here with the man mayo? Maybe then it's okay. Well, here, Ray Eldridge, Ray, Eldridge, as explained earlier in the podcast. Here's where it really gets interesting. This reversal is groundbreaking. Ray says, this is at 4:05. Ray says, "Where is the moon?" Hector answers with, "Man, where is the moon? Masonic are watching us." And this is where it gets really interesting.
Oh, this freaks me out, you know. Who doesn't know where the moon is, first of all? So this guy is clearly a bit lightheaded from traveling outer space. And he doesn't even know which planet he's on. You know, some planets have several moons, and he doesn't know he's right here on Earth. And so he's asking, where is the moon?
He's too busy with the nigger jerking off with the naked Edna, and the jerking off juice and the gurgle.
Yeah.
He's too busy with the man mayo, saying nigger all the time. This guy, we had at least 50 reversals where he said nigger.
But also, the reason why he's worried about the moon is because it's not the actual moon, it's the Death Star.
Right.
And the ray from Ray Eldridge, that's the death ray from the Death Star, and he thinks the moon is the actual Death Star. And this is where it gets complicated.
Yeah, very complicated. I mean, by the time we get to the end of this, we're 2 reversals from the end, and you got to stick with us, folks.
Oh yeah, this is where it all gets revealed.
And I'm sorry that the N-word is in this show and all this stuff about gay sex,
Yeah.
but this is what they said, not us.
Yeah, right. If you have problems with any of this, don't take it to our backyard. You go and take it to Ray's jewelry store, and jewelry,
Jew being the first part,
and also the family jewels and all that.
Yeah,
they are involved in this. So apparently he's worried about a Death Star because he's probably involved in this, but he's fraternizing with the locals like the Nephilim used to do, and then it's like he has to make his way back there because otherwise he'll be fried with the rest of us or something. I don't know.
I'm ready to cry.
Please don't cry.
It's just, I can't believe we did this. We exposed Satan for what he is.
Yeah.
And here's the reversal. Where is the moon? And then he's answered with, "Man, where is the moon? Masonic are watching us."
Oh, I forgot to talk about the Masonic part.
Yeah, the Masons are obviously involved with the Star Wars
Not that,
death game.
that's not that surprising though.
No. Everyone needs a scapegoat, and the Masons make a perfect one, correct?
Well, they have a thumb up everyone's ass.
Yeah, sure they do. It couldn't be anything else. It's got to be the Masons.
Masons watching
Evil
us. Masons are
Masons.
watching us.
Old men who put on little aprons. And they cook you pancakes.
That's the most sinister thing you can wear.
They will give you pancakes and ride around on scooters.
Scooters.
You don't want to mess with the Masons. Well, let's get to this next reversal. This is where it all comes together. Where's the moon? Man, where's the moon? Masonic are watching us. And if you remember, when we went to the moon, as America did, first, we put up the Masonic flag first and wore Masonic aprons. And then we put up the American flag. So which is the real America?
And then they jerked off.
After that, the man mayo was made. Let's listen in.
Time you start working on some new material, man.
New material. Where is the moon?
Where is the moon? Masonic are watching us.
Where is the moon? Where is the moon? Masonic are watching us.
Where is the moon?
Where is the moon? Masonic are watching us.
Where is the moon? Where is the moon? Masonic are watching us.
My God, where is the moon? The Masonic are watching us, making me go into this voice. Because the Masons. Now, I want to talk about that for a minute. Every year there's a parade Masons are in. They ride around on scooters and they wear funny hats, and it says Temple of the Ansar Shrine on their hats. The Ansar Shrine is from an old ancient cult. They eat the blood of the man-male babies. And what we need to know with the Ansar Shrine is that the temple of it is found in Stuttgart.
Oh, I thought it was in Cahokia.
No, it's in Stuttgart. Right? Is that how you say it?
Stuttgart.
Stuttgart.
Schnizenbolt.
And the next one is Hug Emmanuel with DNA. This is at 4:30, and we found this very interesting because Emmanuel obviously being the Christ child. Emmanuel, oh come, Emmanuel. But he says Hug Emmanuel with DNA. That means sperm. So he's hugging Emmanuel.
I mean, what else could it mean?
It couldn't mean anything else. He's hugging him with his own jism.
It's obvious. And they jizz on each other and they sort of huddle together, is spooning or something, I don't know.
They're putting the sperm on the baby, Jesus, in the manger.
And not only their own sperm, probably sperm from some cow syrup going in there. There's some
cum lickers,
goat, I don't know. Could be. It's a big mess. It's a sticky old mess.
This is where it's getting really interesting because we got them jizzing all over Emmanuel. And after this, it's the big reveal. So let's hear this one, and then we will get to the next one, which is the absolute mind-blowing revelation.
Man, how you doing, amigo? Okay, money, what do you name? Okay, money, what do you name? Okay, money, what do you name? Okay, money, what do you name?
No drinking is taking place during this podcast. Just want you to know, nobody drinks here except regular drinks, not ones that contain alcohol. And one, the last thing here is at 4:33. The last one was at the hug with DNA was at 4:30. Here's 4:33. 33 being a very Masonic number, and you'll hear Ray say, "What is Star Wars?" So Norway is going to explain this to you.
Basically, ramming home what we already knew, that Ray Eldridge is Darth Vader or someone very like him, and we don't like him around here.
No,
he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
We don't like bad guys. He's don't know who I would compare him to, but that's the kind of person that I wouldn't like to hang out with. Is
Obama.
Once he took off his helmet, you could clearly see his personal hygiene wasn't on par, and he just seemed like a dirty person. You wouldn't invite him into your home.
Right.
Yeah.
Just like Obama.
And Ray Eldridge was more like who I was worried about, entering my home after all I heard about him,
I think I would let Obama in my house, but I don't know if I'd let Ray Eldridge.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. So he pluraled the law and all this shit. I'm sorry. I've got reversals of Obama going back to when he was first elected, and there's nothing
in my house,
any of them about pluraling laws.
In my house, there's only one law, and it's my law. And if you're going to plural, do it somewhere else.
Right. We call that my way or the highway. Singular, not plural.
And that germ moisture, I'm not so keen on that. I want some.
Let me ask you a dowser. I mean, come on.
Fucking hell.
I mean, this guy thinks he's the chiseler of the law. He's running Jesus gas camps. He's on his ass jerking off. He's talking about Satan being born in his nest, and he was an earwig.
He's hanging out with fucking earwigs.
Exactly. And sore ham neath the willy. I don't like that. I don't fucking like that sore ham neath the willy shit.
It's fucked up.
It's fucked up beyond all recognition. That's what they call Fubard here in Kentucky, I mean. We have the last one right here, 33 degrees of the Masons. Ray Eldridge saying, what is Star Wars?
He's giving it all away, basically.
Yep, here it is.
Solatido, what is Star Wars?
What is Star Wars?
What is Star Wars?
What is Star Wars? What is Star Wars?
Sounds like...
Okay, look, we brought you all the way up to the end of that 4-minute segment. That was how many reversals were in it, proving that Ray and Hector are both Satanic Illuminati. But we have some other tidbits for you here. The first one we want to play is this thing they have called Ray and Dante Do Stuff. And this is Dante, apparently played by a man who's not black, but completely stereotypical.
You know who Dante is?
Exactly. The Inferno. Dante is not a black guy, but he's talking like one, so this is bad in itself. But wait till you hear how satanic this is. It's just fucking phenomenal.
And now, another exciting episode of the adventures of Dante and Ray. This week, Dante gives Ray a lesson in Ebonics.
Hello.
Yo, what's up, Ray?
Hi, Dante.
How you doing, homie?
Homer's not here. You want a cell number?
Man, I ain't calling for Homer, bro. I'm calling to see what you up to.
I'm taking a nap.
Man, dude, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Why you be sleeping?
'Cause I'm tired.
Well, get your tired butt up and swing by my crib. We gon' hang out tonight, Ray.
Your crab? You never told me you had a baby.
I ain't talking about no baby crib. I'm talking about my place. You know where I be staying.
Why are you calling it a crab? It seems silly.
Nah, Ray, you silly. So what you think? You gonna come by or what?
What are we gonna do, Dante?
Aw, you know, we just gonna chill.
Chill. What is the matter? Is your furnace broken?
Ray, you got to get with the times, bro. When you're chilling, you be hanging out with your homies. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Come on by. We gonna get a couple of 40s, put on some jams. It's gonna be off the hook, yo.
Can you translate that into English?
All I'm saying is we gonna get some beers and listen to some music, Ray. Come on, man. Where you been at?
I've been taking a nap. You got any coffee?
Coffee? Dude, I don't be keeping no coffee up in my crib.
That's okay. I'll bring you one. You like cream and sugar?
Don't be tripping. I ain't trying to drink no coffee, Ray.
I didn't know coffee makes you trip.
Whatever, Ray. You coming or what?
Just chill while I get pimped up. I gotta be sporting some bling before I be hanging with my homies. You know what I'm saying?
Now that's my man.
Tune in next time to the adventures of Dante and Ray when Ray takes Dante ice fishing in Alaska. Then they really be chilling.
I cannot believe that anyone would use a voice like that and try to act like they're teaching Ray Ebonics and Homer's not here.
You don't believe it, really?
I don't believe it. I don't believe that anyone around Kentucky would do any of that.
And Homer, that's like a poet. So
And
he's representing, ancient cultures. He's our society. It's a representative of what we stand for and where we come from. And he's not there. This is something alien.
Completely alien, just like Ray. The next one is another Dante and Ray, but this is Dante and Ray go fishing in Alaska. Boy, do we have a lot of Illuminati references in this one.
And now, another exciting episode of the adventures of Dante and Ray. This week, Ray takes Dante ice fishing in Alaska.
Who in their right mind be coming to Alaska for vacation, Ray? This is where they ought to be sending mugs to prison.
Stay with me, Dante. It's not much farther.
Man, dude, my teeth be chattering. This a cold mother up here.
You said you wanted to chill out.
Man, dude, it's cold enough back home. Why are you trying to come all the way to Alaska? White folks be crazy.
I told you we're going ice fishing. I know the perfect spot. I used to come here with Maisie's brother.
Hold on, dude. You ain't about to get funny.
What do you mean? Am I going to tell some jokes?
I ain't talking about telling jokes, yo. I'm talking about funny gay, Ray.
Don't worry, Dante. I'm a straight shooter.
That's good to know, Ray. A brother don't need no man loving.
Okay, Dante, I think we found the spot. Put that gear down right there, and let's cut a hole in this ice.
Dude, why don't we just go buy some fish?
It's the experience. Two brothers braving the elements to bring in the big ones. There, put your pole in this hole.
I don't like the way you say that, Ray. You sure you ain't funny?
Well, I'm fairly sure.
Okay, let me ask you this. Your girl still giving it up, Ray?
Giving up what?
Come on, Ray, you know what I be saying. How often you be tapping that booty?
The booty? Maisie and I go to Booty about once a month. There's a nice restaurant there in Booty.
I know you be hitting at least once or twice a week.
Hitting who?
Your girl.
No, I've never hit a girl, but I'm about to hit you if you keep asking me these personal questions.
Hold up, Ray. I think I got one. It's a big one, dude.
Well, reel it in, Dante.
I can't hold it, Ray. This motherfucker's big.
Give it some slack, Dante. It's gonna pull you in. Be careful, don't get too close to that hole. The ice is weak and it could break.
Help, Ray. This water be cold, dude. Help me, Ray.
Tune in next time to the adventures of Dante and Ray to see if Ray be saving Dante or if he just gonna let him chill for a while. Now that's cold.
Alaska is where HAARP is. Alaska is obviously the center of the Illuminati. And we bought it from Russia, and we all know what that means. Okay? So he's just rubbing it in your face here. I don't like it. My friends don't like it. Women that have been harassed by Ray in public places don't like it. We don't like your black stereotype on your show. We don't like your Mexican stereotype on your show. But I will tell you straight up, Ray Eldridge is pretty funny. I enjoy his radio show, and I especially love the black and Mexican stereotypes that are portrayed by probably the same guy. And if I can meet the man who portrays these stereotypes, I would say, good job, sir. Now let's end it with a great Ray Eldridge top 10 list, the top 10 turkey pickup lines.
Ray, we have a special edition.
A special edition of Dr. Love. These are the top 10. Let me rephrase. These are Dr. Love's top 10 Thanksgiving turkey pickup lines.
I can't wait to hear them.
Number 10. Are those breasts real?
Number 9.
You want to go back to my place and get sauced?
Number 8.
Have you lost weight or have they started carving you already?
Number 7.
Fancy a pluck?
I got it. What number was it? Number 6.
Number 6. I did my share of... What?
Number 6.
I did my share of flocking around when I was younger, which has been a long time ago.
All right, number 5.
And now it's time to settle down, not lose my...
Number 5.
How many hours does it take me to get cooking, Maisie?
Maisie says 4.5 hours. Number 4.
Aren't you tired of being cooped up here, Maisie?
Get it? Coop.
Cooped?
Don't start talking animals, Ray. You're going to kill one in a minute. Number 3.
Hey, baby.
You can't skip number 3. Ray was trying to say, but he needed a little help getting the juice out of his baster.
Number 2. Please. I'm honestly gonna die Thursday.
All right, finally, number one.
Pickup line, number one pickup line is what I use on you, Maisie.
None of those, I hope.
She liked your turkey neck, Rick. Go ahead.
Maisie, the number one pickup line, turkey pickup line. I used it on you, Maisie. Is that your pop-up timer? Or are you just happy to see me?
Okay, obviously, JR had been plural. His laws had been plural. And, we got him out of here. Ray Eldridge is evil. He is a Satanist, communist, socialist, capitalist, Satan worshiper. And, I'm for liberty. I didn't break that vase. I want all people that are listening, please. I didn't break it. All that happened was I was moving. I'm a little animated if you ever watch my web program, Prison Planet. I got a little wild and the vase fell and broke. Not my fault. Illuminati's fault. I think they used a microwave weapon to beam in and hurl the vase toward my feet. When I got up, JR was really angry. I tried to pick up the flowers. He started to accuse me of liberalizing and all the other things. And I just couldn't do it. I had to leave. And now I'm back with Norway. And Norway, what is Star Wars?
Oh, this is too much to get into in just one podcast, but I think what we covered, the ground we covered tonight, is probably enough to get you convinced that Star Wars is not something you would like to be involved with, basically. We just, on this planet, if you hear me out there, you extraterrestrials, on this planet we just want to be left alone. We just want to mind our own business, get on with whatever we're doing. We don't need any pluraling around here.
That's right.
Yeah.
No more plurals, only singular. And this is Alex, JR, and Norway, prominent and preeminent EVP, reverse speech, and backwards fart analyzer from Scandinavian region. Someone said in history, dissent is the highest form of flattery. That was Thomas Washington. And I'm going to leave you with those words. Thank you very much. I'm not part of the Masons.
Flatulence is the highest form of flatulence, or what is it? Skirtle.
Nobody has had one drink. Goodbye.
Burger off. Burger. The burger roof.
Bring it. What? Oh, on your mark, ready, set, let's go. Dance for pro, I know, you know. I go psycho when my new joint hits. Just can't set. Let's get jiggy with it. Ooh, that's it. Honey, come ride. DNKY up all in my eye. You got a Prada bag with a lot of stuff in it. Give it to your friend, let's spend. Everybody looking at me, glancing at the kid, wishing they were dancing the jig. Here with this handsome kid, sig a cigar, right from Cuba. I just bite it. It's for the look, I don't light it. Who else? Ray Eldridge. Women used to tase me. Give it to me now, nice and lazy. Since I moved up like Ray and Maisie. Big Ray style all in it. Get jiggy with it. Get jiggy with it.
Okay, now we're going to do a little experiment. Alex is back out. He's gone.
Fuck
He tried to
him.
end the show. We're tired of his shit.
Fuck him with a beer bottle.
He broke my bass.
Fuck him with a cactus on a stick.
What we're going to do is just talk, and then we're going to reverse it and see what we said. So here we go.
Your mother is not wearing much underwear.
Oh, see?
When I come around, I sit at home.
Oh, it's a while when I first with my story.
Oh, I like a little sing the sunny. I am sure yet.
See? That's proof that we are not Satanic Illuminati New World Order. We reversed ourselves, and there was nothing in there about anything like what Ray Eldridge was saying.
Right. Anything you hear on this show, that we subject ourselves to the same procedure. You know, it's always not what they're going through, but you know, and, what we do to them. Yeah, we're honest people. We're above ground.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And every day is a good day. Because we're not Satanists. So, we're not satanic. You out there may be a Satanist. I'm not. Christian, born and raised. So, anyone that wants to accuse me of being satanic, Jared Person, member of many black metal bands, I'm not satanic.
I knew that all along.
That's right.
When I came here, you know.
He was scared to come, but then
Oh yeah, I
the
remember
people
now.
at the TSA transportation, what's that called? Alex isn't here. I can't ask him. But the people told him at the airport that I was not a satanic worshiper, and they're right. And
asked them at the customs, you know, are you bringing any seeds or dirty nuts into this country? And I told them, no. By the way, this is J.R. Preston. How satanic is it? And they were like, well, we've seen worse in Senate, so they were pretty okay with what's going down around here.
they told him they found a dwarf in the luggage compartment. He was the most satanic man they had ever seen. This dwarf was not me. So, now you know. We reversed ourselves. Everything was good. Nobody got drunk here.
We
except
do that.
Alex.
We do that all the time. We reverse ourselves. You know.
Been doing it for a week.
Oh yeah, we do it from when we get out of bed. We start reversing. Yeah.
And we've found nothing yet.
Yeah, nothing.
And one of the most important things, we went out walking today at this park, and we took speech reversals of all the people around us, including a guy who had no shirt, one other guy had no shirt, and he was with his son who had no shirt, who was probably in first or second grade or something. I don't know what was going on there. They didn't have shirts on. This one lady was walking like the bushwhackers, and when she saw us coming, she stopped, which was very funny.
She pretended like nothing was going on.
Yep, just like I wasn't walking like the bushwhackers. No, I wasn't doing that. But she was. She was walking like the bushwhackers. But we reversed her bushwhack walking. And what we found is that it was not whack bushing.
It was Sieg Heiling.
It did very much look like maybe it could be related to World War II. But it was not so prominent that we could call it an actual reversal. She just really looked like a total fun lady to hang out with, really. I mean, she wasn't bad looking, and she was doing the bushwhacker walk. Some guy out there has a pretty good date. Whoever finds her in the area in Kentucky may actually have found one of the coolest people around. Also, we saw some other people. I can't remember. Who else did we see? I already talked about Bushwhacker and the shirtless man.
All the tattoos.
Tattoo man was there. Yeah, tattoo man.
And yesterday we saw a bunch of interesting people. There were Spatula Man, Spat Man.
Spat man was out there. Yeah.
And Turd Man.
Turd man. And we saw today that Batman had been at the park, and the reason he was there was because we saw on one of the benches was written, "I eat childs." So I don't know if that was an autistic person or just someone that had no understanding of the grammar.
I would have been really worried if I didn't know Batman was actually around, because we saw his badge was lying in a ditch there.
It was. And
so it was
interesting.
clearly it was his territory.
It was his territory, but why is Batman's badge plastic? I always thought maybe it was made of some alloy.
Well, you know, it probably has several types of ways of letting people know that he's been about. My nose, for instance, is just human, and it's not as sensible as a raccoon or a prairie dog or something. Maybe he's leaving his marks on just about every tree around here.
Right. To keep the guy who eats childs out.
Yeah, so, but I don't know. This was more like a token for us regular folks. But
for you, because I didn't notice it.
But the kind of suit, the the people who are tuned into, you know, the whole supernatural scene.
Yeah.
They might see all kinds of weird signs, you know, I don't know. It could be all kinds of stuff going on that we are not partial to.
Sure.
That's what I'm thinking, you know. This was just in plain sight, which made me think, okay, this is for us regular folks, while the other signs, no, that's...
Which brings us right back to Hidden in Plain Sight, the occult. It's all around you, and Ray Eldridge, one of the biggest leaders in the occult in this area. Eldridge, we're coming to get you.
We're on to you.
Yes.
We're on to you.
We know that you are satanic.
We know you park outside diners.
You park outside diners. You look for women. I'm telling your why.
Looking for a ride home.
Just kidding, Ray. We love you. You're one of the best.
Yeah, I'm feeling a bit. What's the word?
I don't know.
You have to give me a break right here. You know, it's used for.
Yeah, run it in reverse and see if you can find the word.
That I'm feeling a bit ambiguous about this guy. You know, he's.
I'm not.
He's good looking.
I know.
He's a good singer. He has, you know,
I know.
he has his homies. He has a. No, he's
funny.
He's hoarding some treasure over there. He's generous. He's doling it out.
He's a good man.
To all his freaks around Decatur, you know.
You know what? I think we both turned around and found out that Ray is actually a good man.
Actually, yeah, it's kind of like this guy. It's
He's not Darth Vader. He's Han Solo.
I'm not one to judge. I'm just putting the evidence and then let people judge. You know, I could swing either way. You know,
Right.
Maybe his scene right there, it could be right the thing for me once I tried it. You know, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, or you know, maybe we should go down there to his,
to the jewelry store.
Yeah.
I think we should.
Maybe try some of that man mayo. Maybe it's fucking tasty.
We're gonna. Okay, that's the end.
We put it on our sandwich, and you know, we never look back.
Yeah, I've already eaten the mayo of Ray, and I know that he's a good guy. And anyone tries to put him down is wrong, including me, Alex Jones, and Norway. And right now, we're gonna say bye. Say bye, Norway.
Bye, Norway.
He did it just like cheesy American 1950s. All right, let's go. We're going into it. We're out. We're done. The show is over. Goodbye, everyone. Especially you, Ray. You're a good guy. Sorry about all
We gon' hang out tonight, Ray. 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 We gon' hang out tonight, Ray.